a pure Pilates instructor. I teach at the Hillcrest and Kloof Virgin Actives in Durban. We're going to take Pilates straight back to the beginning so that everybody can join in, children, older people. Even if you've done Pilates before, it's always good to go back to basics. If you have a lower back or neck issue, you can still do this with me because I will give you adjustments as we go along. So we're going to start with the basics. What is Pilates about? Pilates is about strengthening your core muscles. It's also about strengthening your muscles down the back of your body so you can get your posture correct. The other important muscles we talk about is your pelvic floor muscle, your bladder muscle, your glutes, where your cheeks, where you hold them together, and so you support your whole spine. So we're going to start. Place your feet hip width apart with your feet under your hips. I want you to get the balance of your feet from your toes, big toe, baby toe, to your heels. So you don't lean forward, no leaning back. Right. All we're going to do now is turn your heels slightly in so that the back of the thighs are closed. So we call this wrapping the thighs. This will help keep your pelvic floor muscle up. So I want you to pull your pelvic floor muscle up. And then I want you to close your cheeks together. So if you close the back of your thighs, everything stays locked in. Right. We're now going to work with that breathing. When you breathe in Pilates, you breathe in through your nose. When you breathe out through your mouth. And you pull your navel towards your spine and you hold it there. We're now going to practice the breathing with your hands placed over your rib cage, middle fingers touching. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and try and lengthen either side of your waist, keeping your head in neutral position. When you breathe in, don't lift your shoulders or your diaphragm, try and push your lungs out sideways. So let's breathe in together. Breathing in, separate those middle fingers. Now when you exhale, blow the air out. Pull your navel in and think of squeezing all the air out of your lungs as you try and get your middle fingers to overlap. We're going to do two more. Without using your shoulders, relax your arms, breathing in. Push your lungs out, separate your middle fingers. Now we're going to blow out. Pull your navel in. Don't forget about your pelvic floor muscle and your cheeks closed tight. Last time, breathing in, expand those lungs, separate your middle fingers. As you exhale, hold that navel in. Now relax your arms either side of your body. Keeping that navel in, we're going to turn your heels out so that your feet are now under your hips, pelvic floor muscle up. Close your cheeks and hold. Take your arms up above your head and interlock your fingers turned up to the ceiling and keep your shoulders down. Now, pushing into your left foot, I want you to stretch over to your right. When you stretch, I want you to stretch either side of your waist. Don't lift your shoulders. Go over as much as you can, coming back. If you've got a lower back issue, don't go as far over. Pressing your right foot into the floor. We're now going to stretch. Stretching either side of your waist. Over to the left you go, relaxing those shoulders, relaxing your arms. Coming back, we're going to do one more each side. Press your left foot into the floor, relax your shoulders. Pull into your core now, and I want you to lengthen your spine. So stretch either side of your waist, over to the right you go, lengthening that spine. Coming back, relax those shoulders, pushing into your right foot. We lift up, stretch that spine, and we're going over to the left and hold. All right, we're going to loosen up the back now. So interlock your fingers behind your back. Shoulder blades come together so your chest is straight. Now don't try and lean forward here. Pull into your pelvic floor muscle. Close your cheeks and pull into your core. We're just going to lift the arms, and as you lift your arms, you're just going to lean forward. Tuck your chin under so you're looking at the floor, and just lift those arms and stretch the shoulders. We're going to loosen up. Coming back down, we're just going to roll the shoulders up, roll them up to your ears, pull into your core and push your shoulder blades down your back. And let's do two more. Rolling up and loosen down. Last time, rolling up and loosen down. We're going to loosen up the neck now. So keeping your left foot on the floor, keeping your left shoulder back, turn your chin over your right shoulder, and when you get to your right shoulder, try and turn a little bit further over that shoulder so you're just loosening up the neck. Coming forward, keeping your right shoulder back and keep your right foot on the floor, turn your chin over your left shoulder and try and stretch further over that shoulder and hold. We're going to do one more, see if you can go a little bit further this time. Right, keeping your left shoulder back, turn your chin over your right shoulder and turn and stretch. Keeping that body still, coming back to the middle. Right shoulder back, take your chin over your left shoulder and turn and stretch. Alright, bringing your head into neutral. Now we're going into the first exercise for Pilates, which is your roll down. So turn your heels back together. Now I want you to pull your pelvic floor muscle up, close your cheeks and think of wrapping your thighs. So try and clip the back of your thighs together. That's what you call wrapping the thighs. Holding your hips in place. Breathing in, pull into your navel. Now, as you take your chin to your chest, I want you to lengthen your body. So as you go down, keep pulling into your navel, and you're going to roll down, hanging your head, looking through your legs. Now I'm going to give you a side view so you know what I look like. Hang down. If you've got a lower back, you might want to bend your knees slightly so you give your lower back a bit less pressure off the lower back. Otherwise, keep those legs straight, hang down like a rag doll, tuck your chin under, looking at your legs. Breathing in. Pull up into your navel. Now keep your cheeks closed, and then just take your chest down towards your legs. So you're starting to stretch the hamstrings, the calves, and the glutes. Tuck your chin in so you're relaxing your head. Relax your arms. Breathing in. Pull up into your navel. I want your chest to come down to your legs, not your hands to the floor. I don't want you to use your hands, your arms. Everything is relaxed. We got one more. Breathing in. Pull up into your navel. Drop your chest down towards your legs. Remember to hold that navel in now. Take your flat hands to behind your calves. Bend your elbows back. Pull your chest over your legs. Tuck your chin in. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter how far or how less you go down. Release your arms. We start with the pelvic floor muscle. Pull it in. Close your cheeks. Now you pull your navel in. Keep supporting your lower back. You're going to unwind all the way. Chin to your chest. The last thing to come up is your head and then your chin. Alright. Normally in a gym, when we go into the stretch part of the Pilates, I would have equipment with me, and I don't have it. So I want you all to go and get a bucket of any size and bring it and place it in front of your mat. Right, if you don't have a mat, you can use a carpet with a towel over the mat. You don't have to have a yoga mat, you can improvise. Right, placing your heels together behind your bucket, toes apart. Pull up into your pelvic floor muscle, close your cheeks, take that navel. Now I want you to lengthen the spine, but not from the shoulders to the ears. I want you to lengthen, so take your ribs away from your hips and keep your shoulders away from your ears so we have a beautiful long neck. Locking into your navel, we're going to do the roll down we've just done. Chin to your chest and down we go, all the way down. You place your hands on the bucket. Now we're going to walk the feet out. When we walk the feet out, walk them together. So you turn your heels out to the side, and then your toes, and then your heels, and then your toes, and then your heels, until you have a nice stretch. Now, I want you to push your weight back into your heels so that your head can come inside the bucket and your body. Tuck your chin under, looking through your legs, relax your arms. Right, we're just going to stretch now. Keep your body still. We're going to bend your right knee. As you bend your right knee, lift it up. Get the knee in line with the baby toe. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. And just drop your bottom down. So you're stretching your left inner thigh all the way from your groin to your ankle. Coming back up. We're going to bend your left knee. Take the same thing now. Knee up to the baby toe. Keep your right foot flat. Pull it up into your core. Drop your body down and hold that stretch. Remember to relax your shoulders and arms. And try and look through your legs so your head is relaxed. Coming back up. We're going to do the same again. Bend your right knee. Now try and lift that knee up. So you're opening your hip. You're opening your knee. Left foot flat. Drop the bottom down and hold. Coming back up. We're going to bend your left knee. Take the knee up to the baby toe. And just try and stretch a little bit further this time. Down to the mat. Coming back up. We're going to bend your right knee. But this time we're going to turn to the right. So take your hands off. Turn both feet forward. And remember now, I want your right ankle and foot under your knee. So slide it back a bit. If you can't get your legs there, just shift your back foot backwards. Hands either side of your front foot. We're now going to straighten up your right leg. As you straighten up your right leg, I want you to look at your left foot. Start walking your hands back and try and get your right leg straight. If you can't get your right leg straight, take your left hand onto the bucket. Your right hand comes off the floor, and then you can lift your body up